We're on the edge of the desert, not far from Wiluna, and we're heading east. Where are we? The Gunbarrel Highway.
The Gunbarrel Highway is a bucket list challenge for experienced and well-prepared four-wheel drivers. But a risky life or death drive
Car's about to go up, guys!
for those who are not prepared. Out here, you're on your own. We travelled a day and a half from Perth to Wiluna, a small remote town on the edge of the Western Desert. It's the gateway to the Canning Stock route and the Gunbarrel Highway.
And here we are at the sign in Wiluna, the Gunbarrel Highway. A bucket list trip for many years, just never got the opportunity to do it. But finally, here we are.
The Gunbarrel Highway takes us to the most remote cattle station in Australia.
Carnegie Station, that's our stop tonight.
Beyond Carnegie, it's a tough and grueling drive.
All the way to Warburton, and that is the main part of the Gunbarrel Highway.
What a great opportunity to be the first crew to drive not one, but
Two 2.8s, first time out on a run.
across this desert track. And at the same time, we are likely the last to travel the Gunbarrel Highway this season, being so close to summer. It's already edging towards 40 degrees. Desert summer heat.
So this first part here is quite smooth, it's quite easy going, a bit corrugated, not too bad. High speed. This road, which is called the highway, is far from a highway. Once we get past Carnegie Station, that's where the real adventure starts. That was awesome. There were two eagles just chewing away at a kangaroo. Pretty gruesome, but circle of life just right there. We are really remote now. What a big day, what a big drive. Well, we're finally here, Carnegie Station. 350 k's on a relatively rough track, but tomorrow's when a real adventure starts. In classic fashion, in darkness we find camp, yet again. Why would it be any different?
How good is this? This is like their beef from the station, home cooked lasagna. What else could he want?
Behind the scenes, meet my travel companions. Chris, you already know. Rafa, you've likely seen before. They are both in the bloopy. And my daughter Sienna, who is travelling as my passenger, she's been longing for a proper desert experience. And I think this will be the perfect adventure for exactly that.
I don't know how, but my accommodation kind of grew last night. Oh, good morning. Well, I did say I was camping. I'm just in a 10-man tent, that's all. Sunrise is pretty early in Carnegie Station. It's caught me by surprise. The owner, Spencer, has got a special ride for us. It's a Jeep, but it's not a Jeep that you would expect it to be. I think this morning's going to be a bit of an interesting one. How are you, Spencer?
Yeah, good, Ronny. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate.
I'd like to say this is one of the pride and joys, and it is really. It's just a mustering buggy that we've got. I have a fleet of these. They are awesome for mustering in. They really are. They're quick, powerful, fairly light. You just got to be a good mechanic to keep them going, that's all. But we use these Jeeps as like a mobile cattle guard when we're mustering.
Do you ever get charged?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. The big old cranky bulls, you know, sometimes 3-4 years old, they're not that excited about seeing us. That's why the bars are there. Protect the cattle, keep them away from the wheels, protect the car a bit too. Bar work does help.
And before I knew it, we're heading out of the gate in the Jeep.
So you're a Toyota man?
Yep, I like Toyotas. I'm quite convinced they're the best for out this part of the world. We had a bit of a patrol phase, bit of an era, and guess what? All those patrols are on the tip. LANDCRUISERS are the same age, are still kicking on, so yeah, that tells me a story. That's good enough for me anyway.
Spencer had a destination in mind for his joyride, but he's keeping me guessing.
You must have cleaned the windscreen this morning, eh?
I did, mate. I had royalty coming today, so I got to look after you.
What can people expect when they come out here to stay?
Well, the attractions for a lot of people is a bit of civilisation out in the middle of the desert. Particularly if they come from the east side, they've been out in the Gunbarrel for a couple of days and they've been doing it hard without a shower, and people just really appreciate the small things like a shower. Quite a few people like book a room because they just want a bit of luxury, you know. Yeah, just the small things. Someone pointed out to us that Carnegie is actually closer to space than it is to the nearest town.
Yeah, that is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, 350 k's to the nearest town. So you've got to enjoy isolation. It's not for everyone, I admit, but if you want isolation, this is pretty much it.
So walking from here, eh?
We're walking from here, mate.
So how far are we?
Well, so funny ask. Here's a tree. This is a cork tree. All the old timers used to love cork trees because it's a sign of underground water. A special tree, which was found by John Forrest in 1874. So John Forrest came through here as the first guy in 1874. When he left Geraldton on his little expedition, every camp he'd find a big tree and he'd put a blaze in it, which is right here. And he'd initial how many days out of Geraldton he was. When you were exploring in those days, you'd get a sextant mark, or GPS mark we call it these days, but lats and longs, there's a nice water hole here, beautiful spot. It's for future generations to find.
And if you're wondering if it's legit,
Well, come around this side here. Mr. Sharp in 1987 put this little plaque here and it tells you all the details. So that's pretty good. Well done, Mr. Sharp.
let's head back to Carnegie Station, get the vehicles ready.
Two 2.8s. The saying goes, never install stuff to your vehicle within a week before you leave. We're 2 days into our travels and we installed a ladder last night. Is there anything else still need to put on?
Yikes, spoke too soon.
Retightening these U-bolts on Chris's bloopy.
The suspension was installed just days before we left. Not really recommended.
You're supposed to check them after 500 Ks or so. We've done nearly, I think, 1,500. A lot of corrugation. They were a little bit loose, but not too bad.
And while I've got the tools out already, it's silly not to check the wheel nuts.
We've just topped up the vehicle and we're about to leave Carnegie Station. Out here, it's not about will I make it there, you fill up when you can. Some other place may not have fuel for any unforeseen circumstance. You've really got to be careful. I've got 2 Jerrys on the roof as well, they're for safety. We're going to try and make our way past Jelsobella or at Jelsobella and make camp before it's dark. We've now entered the little sandy desert. Sand dunes, flatlands, spin effects as far as the eye can see. What I also noticed just before were some grevilleas, and that's some really sweet tasting bush tucker. Grevilleas, that's this flower here. You can either run your finger over the nectar coming out of this flower, or you can simply just do this. So imagine you're out in the desert and you're struggling. You've got no water, you've got no food. You come across one of these, that's going to give you a bit of a sugar hit. And that's going to keep you alive. Sometimes you do have to battle the ants and other bugs though to get it. So good. Picture this, school holidays. You take your kids out and you want to take on the Gunbarrel Highway with a camper trailer and maybe a dual cab Ranger, and that happens. A situation like this, I don't think a fire extinguisher is really going to do much. One would wonder if the problem started here, electrical.
I decided to sit inside the wreckage and try and imagine what might have happened.
Yeah, some things don't end well in the outback. I guess the car might have caught on fire and then they've tried to separate the trailer or something.
And this led to me wondering, what if it happened to me? What if it happened to you?
What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you would grab out of the car? Well, let's do that exercise right now. I'm going to sit in the vehicle. I'm going to switch it on so I can't hear these 2 gentlemen discussing, and they're going to choose where the fire is on the vehicle, and I'm going to do the best I can within however many seconds they give me to get out whatever I can get out.
So Ronny doesn't know where the fire has started. We want to go with the going.
Hey! You're going when you're getting the fire. Come on, hold it.
Ronny, grab something. Yep. Grab anything. The car's about to go up, guys. Don't muck around. No, it's into the back. It's in the back now, the fire. The fire's in the back. That's it. What have you got out, Ronny? 2.5 litres of drinking water. 15 litres of other water. Some food. Sienna's phone. First aid kit. Toilet paper. Woo! Snake bite kit. You know what I didn't grab? The PLB. That's because it's in the center, right deep down in my center console, so I'm gonna move that. These two are a major fail, not having somewhere easy to grab. But all that stuff there, I'm pretty happy with that. What do you guys think? Think about your car. Where's your stuff? Like, how easy can it get to your things if your car's on fire? It's not real, Ronny. You're looking at your car like it's all burnt. Oh, I was just thinking, like, what else could I have grabbed?
Wait, hang on. My fire extinguisher. Where was that located? I left it in the workshop at home.
So my first aid kits, I've actually always consciously put them so I can access from the back or I can access from here. It's actually really good exercise.
It's getting late in the day already. The Bloopy is far ahead and out of radio range. You get that when someone's got a handheld. I should really keep going so I can catch up, but I'm taking a quick detour.
The vehicle looks like it fell out of space.
As I've travelled way too far to miss out on doing this.
And this is the footy oval I've been hearing about. Apparently this is the most remote football field in Australia.
You gotta be kidding me. Left the footy at home.
I don't have a footy, but I've got lots of toilet paper. I don't know if you guys also watch the 4Drive podcast, but hopefully I can make Duggo proud with this one.
Oh, do it again.
Right, he gets the back, snaps across the body.
The boys in the Bloopy are likely going to be a fair distance ahead of us now.
Cross that off the list. I feel like I've grossly underestimated how long the distances are between things here.
Just when you think everything's bone dry and dusty, we are met with this rare sight. And Spencer did mention earlier.
It's been a great year, rain-wise.
I definitely feel like I'm experiencing the Gunbarrel Highway a bit different than most people would. Having all that water out here, it's really cool. That lake had so much water, it was huge. And the road, well, there's been patches of being rough, but honestly, it's been mostly just a high-speed section. Oh, what's going on here?
What is that? Go slow, I want to see.
That is a dead camel.
Oh, the bump.
Things have got a bit rough. Hopefully you can hear me. The corrugations here are quite big. We're so close to camp. So close. I believe that must be camp up ahead where the ghost gums are. Oh, that sun is just on the horizon now. No. At least we have twilight. We can still see camp. Oh, it's cool. We've got a water pump here. Water pump, fire pit, car parts, sunset. Welcome to Jelsobella. Dynafex, the old fire lighter. I've just noticed this fire pit is made from leaf springs. I'm definitely gonna have a bit of a soak. The old steel bucket. How good is this? Fire, fresh water, and a soak. I'm actually tempted to pour the whole bucket over my head.
I dare you.
Tonight we're having cowboy and cowgirl steaks. And that's how we do them. Straight on the fire.
So just adding some garlic butter to it as well.
Just gonna let it hang there for a bit. Let the garlic butter infuse. Would you like some salad too?
Yes, please.
What about some literal iceberg lettuce? Would you like?
Yes, please.
And then we ate food in the desert.
No, very good. That's beautiful, man.
The adventure heats up and things get a lot rougher.
We'll get up this. I have snapped 2 of these.